I'm going to have Richard Jimmerson give a presentation in 10 minutes about input, how you can give us input. Go, Richard.
Thank you, sir. Hello, my name is Richard Jimmerson. I'm going to talk to you about how we get and how we process feedback inside the ARIN organization. I think a lot of you are familiar with some of the ways that we get this information because you've used the facilities that we have, but you might not be familiar with all of it. First, a bit about the importance of feedback to the ARIN organization. It is important to us because it identifies service improvement opportunities inside the organization. It highlights things that might need immediate attention inside the organization. One of you might give us some immediate feedback somewhere and say, this particular service that you have is not working properly, and allows us to quickly respond to that and fix that. It also helps with determining project priority for future improvements inside the organization. At any given time, we've got about 2 years of work lined up that we can do inside the organization to improve our services for you, and the feedback that you send us actually helps us prioritize that work as we move forward and get things done. Also, it helps assist in the monitoring of our service quality, alerts management of customer service issues. If you have a negative experience with the ARIN organization and you give us feedback about that, I guarantee you that is immediately heard inside the organization and it is addressed. It also helps us better understand how well we're doing or how well we're not doing. And we use this on a rotating basis, on an ongoing basis, to help adjust our services and make sure that you're getting the services that you deserve. And it also helps us improve performance. If you send positive feedback to the organization about a particular staff member or something that you like that they were doing, that helps us do more of that. It also helps us, reward that staff member. If you send us information about something that a staff member did that you didn't like, we have a conversation with that staff member and it helps them do better next time. It motivates them to go on a corrected path and provide the services that you like. And also it helps us learn from you with the things that are important to you. These are the feedback sources where we get information from, the people that give us the feedback. We have 5,000 plus member organizations at ARIN. And in addition to those 5,000 organizations, we have 15,000 fee-paying non-member organizations. So we have over 20,000 organizations who pay fees to the ARIN organization each year. They send us lots of feedback. We also have the legacy organizations that we service. Those organizations are over 16,000 that don't fit into one of the categories above. We provide services to them throughout the year, and they give us lots of feedback. And we continue to listen to them. And ARIN Online users that have web accounts that use ARIN Online, there are over 123,000 user accounts there. And in addition to that, we have the general WHOIS user population that may not fit in one of the above categories, and people who are referred to ARIN by the security software. Hey, somebody's port scanning me or hacking me or something like that, and they think ARIN is like the internet police or some sort of enforcement agency, and they reach out to us and they have conversations with us about that. Our feedback channels inside the organization. Of course, we have the feedback button, allows you to provide instant feedback from anywhere on our site. We have transaction surveys. Anytime you come in and you request internet number resources from ARIN, you get a transaction survey that you can go fill out, and we receive that information back from you when you do use it. We have documented feedback from telephone calls and tickets. We have a help desk that runs from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. all week, and we get lots of feedback over the telephone and via our tickets. We have an internal system where all of that is documented so that it can be used in other places inside the organization. We have the ARIN consultation and suggestion process that a lot of you have used. It's a formal process for us to consider your suggestions. We have a customer satisfaction survey that we did in 2014, and the board has approved again for doing in Q3 of 2017. And we get direct feedback at meetings in the hallways from the microphone and things like that. And of course, you give us feedback on mailing lists and via social media. How we process the feedback inside the organization is we have internal review and discussion about all of this. We collect all of this information. We have weekly management team meetings where this information is featured. We have scrums and meetings throughout the week with our teams where this information is featured. And we have bi-weekly customer experience review meetings where we look at all of the feedback that we've received to see what adjustments that we might need to make with our services. We turn your feedback into change and action inside the organization by taking this documented information, making changes to our public website where there might be additional training material or guidance material that needs to be updated. We'll update our procedures inside the organization when it's necessary to streamline things for you. And of course, we use the information you provide to us to help with the improvements that we're making to our applications in ARIN Online and in our user interface. We continue to review and monitor this information throughout the year, every week as we get it. We also take major items of feedback that we get where we have a lot of people telling us the same thing that might actually be a big change inside the organization. We do community consultations on those, and we send them out to all of you so that you can comment on them and let us know if you think that's something we should do or not. And also for larger items than that, we now have the services working group where we can send large changes for services for review by the community. Our continued commitment to you, this has always been true, and it's true today. You are our #1 priority. That's why we're here. It's why we're doing these things, is to provide the service that you trust us to do. We value your feedback immensely. It's a key element to our decision-making process, as I described, and we can't do our job. We can't function as a registry without getting your feedback on a regular basis. I wanted to share just one quick excerpt from the ARIN staff value statement that we created in 2014. We asked the ARIN staff in the organization, without prompting or guidance, to just state what their values were, why they were there and what they were doing. And here's an excerpt from that. This is what they wrote. They were inside of that, you can see that they're interested in providing their service to you and getting your feedback so that they can do a better job. And they came up with 4 statements, and we put those on the wall. This is how they conduct themselves every day. They see these things, they pay attention to these things. They're actually rated on these things when they get reviewed every year. And we have this right next to ARIN's annual strategic direction and separately our organizational objectives that are created and approved by the Board of Trustees each year. Just a quick quip. Some ARIN staff member has a great idea about something that they would like to do inside of a management team or otherwise. And Curran or Nate's response would often be, can you go outside and tell me if that's on the wall? And if it's not on the wall, we don't do it. So he keeps us, Nate and John keep us very closely attuned and in line with our strategic direction and the organizational objectives given to us, passed down to us by the board. And the staff conduct themselves on a daily basis, providing services to you according to the value statements that they put together, and your feedback is very important to them. So thank you very much.
Thank you. If folks have questions or feedback, hopefully that'll help guide the process in terms of letting you know how to get a hold of us. Yes, go ahead.
John Sweeting with ARIN. I wanted to just give Chris his answer on the IPv6 that's been issued. 3.89% has been issued, 10.98% is reserved, and 85% is free of R/12.
So we've got lots of room.